Okay. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Laura.
And we did Evernote. So Evernote.
Evernote is an application that can be accessed on your computer, smartphone, and/or tablet, like an iPad, that is used for note-taking and organization. The LiveScribe device, which is what I brought in today, it's a pen that records lectures and when you take notes and the paper that is you have to get. You can upload it on your tablet or such and organize it. That's what Evernote. It's linked to LiveScribe, so that's very helpful.
They're separate things. Evernote is the website basically that you organize your notes on. So if you have notes already, it's just a different way to organize it and look up information really fast.
Yeah, and you can scan it on your computer and you can just put it on there as well.
Yeah. This actually is just a little video. It's 2 minutes. It's just about the pen and why it's significant.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
You have an idea, an important task. You try to jot it down so you can remember the conversation and act upon it. Then, if you are a heavy note taker, you repeat this process on lots and lots of pages. The result? There are millions of pages of notes written every day. But how many of them are actually used later? How many great ideas or important conversations have been lost? In the past 3 years, a very big change has quietly happened. Notes have gone digital. Now, there are millions of pages of digital notes, called pincasts. They are on PCs, Macs, websites, and blogs, even iPads and iPhones. Pincasts are interactive notes synced with audio. They are searchable, shareable, and they are made using a pen, a smart pen, by LiveScribe. The idea behind LiveScribe is to truly set your note-taking free and connect everything you hear, say, and write to your digital world. LiveScribe allows you to store your notes safely in your personal cloud, which means you get to play back all of your important notes wherever you want, whenever you want, on any device you want. Let's say you have a big biology test tomorrow. You crack open your computer in the morning and start reviewing pincasts of your class lectures, saving time by searching for keywords in your notes like mitochondria. Later, in your study group, your friends ask for your digital notes from class, which you promptly send to them digitally from your paper. While on the way to the test, you play back some of the more confusing points in the lecture from your iPhone, just to make sure you're ready. Now, imagine if it was that easy to actually use your notes for all your classes, all your meetings, all your ideas, anywhere. With LiveScribe Smart Pens, notes aren't just useful, they are connected. You can send action items from a meeting directly to your team through Google Docs, or you can email a sketch of your design concept to a client, or even send your friend a love note on Facebook. With everything you hear and write accessible from wherever you are, finding what you need when you need it, and sharing it is easy. That's all your notes in one place. LiveScribe. Set your note-taking free.
That was just a little bit about the pen and stuff of how it works with Evernote and all different technologies and applications.
So system requirements, all you need is to make an account with Evernote. You just go on to evernote.com, make an account.
Yeah, and it needs approximately 100 megabytes of space to download the application. So it took me a while to do it, but it takes about it said between 1 and 2 hours to actually get everything once you are able to access your notes. But the Evernote, it takes no time at all.
Yeah. And then once that is uploaded, you can put in your LiveScribe pen, do whatever you want, file away. I mean, it's mainly used for organization. So if it's not from the LiveScribe pen, it'll be from any other notes that you have.
Yeah, like I said, it gets kind of tricky because it took me about a week to actually do it. It's very frustrating just trying to access my notes to Evernote. But the Evernote application is very easy and simple. It's just accessing the notes was difficult trying to find them, but then I finally found it and it was very easy to use.
Okay, so the application itself, the account is free. You get 60 megabytes, but if you want the different devices, that's when things start getting a little costly. I mean, kind of a lot.
Yeah, it's about like $5 a month, like to get like the premium like Evernote, and then it's $45 a year. I believe it says on the application. But the pen itself, like this pen, it's a 2 gigabyte, and it's about it's not $99.99, $100, and it goes up from there. Like, and then also the special paper you have to get. You can get it probably about like $15 online, like Amazon, but the actual website, they charge a lot more, so you'd rather just get it on Amazon to get it cheaper. So just find it on Amazon, and I'm sure you can find it a lot cheaper than the actual website.
Okay, so our experience. So.
Yeah, like it was very frustrating just accessing like because some of my classes I take like notes with the pen, and like it records my lectures, but I wanted to play back to and I couldn't find it at first, but then I finally found after like a week to do it. But and then it's easy to access once you get the hang of it. You just have to plug it in with a like the little device. You have to like plug it in your computer, and then it'll upload. You have to wait for it to upload, and then you can log into Evernote, and it'll be right there organized for you.
Yeah, and I mean, she has that, like, she owns it. Like, I've had no experience. I didn't even know this existed. But she showed me in class, like, how it, like, plugs in and then it pops up on your thing.
Yeah.
And how it's just so cool. Like, you hear the lecture and then it goes through your notes, basically, and, like, oh, this is missing, or...
Like,
it's
if you
just
miss
so weird.
yeah, if you miss something in class, you can tap it back, and then it'll, like, play back of what the teacher said that you missed, because sometimes I miss certain things, and it's really nice to hear.
Right. Okay, so how this is used in subjects, like for me, integrated language arts, I have this literature class, and the teacher sometimes talks really fast, so it's like I'm scribbling away at these notes that look like gibberish, and meanwhile I'm missing something else. So it's like, if I had this pen, if I could record it while I'm jotting it down, it would be so easy just to go back, listen to it, and see where I missed it, instead of like recording the lecture and having to go back 8 million times just to find where I'm missing everything. It'll find it for me as I'm going through it.
Yeah, and I took, for the science course, I'll say there was a lady that was in my class, and she's the one that introduced Evernote and the LiveScribe pen to us, and she walked through it of like, you know, how you get it, like how you get your notes and like whatnot, and then how it's organized for you, and how you can like look back on your on the desktop, and you can just look right there. And I didn't get it till December, so it was like I didn't have like the pen for like my math course that I took last year. It was a bit of a struggle for the class, but if I had the pen, I feel like I would have had like somewhat an advantage. And like the lady actually had an A in the class, and then I had a B, and I felt like if I had the pen or like an Evernote, and if I knew about it, then I would probably have gotten the A. But like now that I have it, I'm doing actually really well in my classes, so it's very nice. It improves your grades.
So the pros, I mean, it organizes all your notes. So like you have documents and you have all these files on your computer, and it's just like, okay, so I go in these documents, and what do I really need to look at? Like, I named all these things, but what is like the details I need to get at? And this will organize it like dates and everything. So like from the earliest notes to the latest notes. So and like they said in the video, like papers, like why would you want to carry a bunch of papers to class when you only need certain things, and when you have a laptop right in front of you that this will access to? Improves your grades if you get the LiveScribe pen, like she said. Like, listening to a lecture that's so fast, you miss out on important details that I know I have. So having that pen would have been an advantage. But cons, it is difficult to find out at first. Like, I looked at the website and I'm like, oh, this is
very
really
confusing. I actually had to email the company and was asking them how to do this. But then I finally figured it out. Like, I assumed it took like about 10 minutes to do, but it really took a couple hours, because it's such a advanced pen.
It is.
So. And
then cost is kind of off-putting, but like as pre-service teachers, maybe thinking about investing in one, especially for, I would say, more high schoolers, because of the amount of notes that they do take. Maybe doing something and uploading them as you talk, or have a student get the opportunity to see how well they write notes with it, and maybe have them upload it. and just like a different way to get people or get students more interacted and get all the notes that they can.
And students, since they have like I don't have an iPhone personally, but I mean everyone has like an iPhone or some type of tech, like an iPad, a Kindle, and you can just like send it to your friends. If they like miss something, you can compare notes too, which is easy access to do.
And these are just the links we use basically from the Evernote website,
Mhm.
and then how to actually use it if you have a Mac and then if you have Windows. And then that's
it all goes
video.
up back to the same website basically, because it's linked to so many different things that like you can just access it to that website.
And there's not really a tutorial, but Laura's just going to show you how to like what the account kind of looks like and how the notes are kind of set up.
Yeah.
Just you got it. Okay. Meanwhile, if you guys want to kind of take a look at it, just really quick, this is what.
Yeah, the paper itself, it has like special dots on it. You can't use regular paper, and it's like I said, for about 4 or 5 notebooks, it's about like $14.99 on Amazon, and which is a good investment. And also the pen itself, I mean that was $100. That was my Christmas gift.
Just ask for Christmas.
But it was really nice, and I mean, it's a great investment. I definitely recommend it. And you have to make a username. It's my dog's name, so I decided to use that.
I mean, it's just like any other login thing.
You just have to make an account, just like, like any other site. And then this is what it does. It's just like, it's an organization. It's mostly a lot of organizing that it will do itself. Like for the LiveScribe pen, it actually like, once you get it uploaded, you're able to access like notes from like, this is like October notes that I had, and then it shows like what notebook it was used on. Like on the end of the notebook, it'll say like tap it to like access it, and then you open it, and then you're able to like, I don't know where the pen, I know it says like on the side, like the very beginning, it says like if it's a lecture hall or a conference room, you can actually like, if you want the microphone sensitivity, like I have a lot of lecture hall classes, so then I just click lecture hall and then it'll be able to, I guess, expand. But
so everything just kind of loads on.
Like these are the recordings that I have. This is like the starter notebook that they gave me. I don't have it with me, but that's just a sample notebook that I haven't used yet. But these are like different notes that I've taken over time. Let me see if I can try to do like a recording or something.
Hey, buddy. Okay, let's shake the bacon.
I don't even know what's going on.
But they...
Those like, I don't even know, because I'm still learning as I go with these like notes and stuff. But that's pretty much it. Like it's very like difficult at first. Like you just have to like be patient like of accessing it, and then like Evernote is very like helpful in the sense that you can organize everything. Like with our upper division classes as future teachers, it's gonna like help organize everything. And then it's good for businesses. It's good for everything, and pictures, and it's very, very nice. So, you guys have any questions about the LiveScribe or Evernote?
Basically it.
Yeah, that's it.
There it is.
Hey guys, so we're just gonna provide some feedback that we had when we watched ourselves. So Laura's gonna start.
Yeah, I think we did very well, like with our flow and everything of how like we spoke, and I thought it was very like, it just flowed very well once we were talking.
And I felt that we were very personable with how we used Evernote. Like Laura is very experienced with it, and I mean I've only had a little bit of experience with it, but we tried to make it relatable to education and possibly ways to use it in the future for like more advanced level students, like the high schoolers and maybe middle schoolers.
Yeah, and one disadvantage I thought like I noticed for me was like moving my hands a lot and kind of looking at the board, but I did make eye contact later on of the presentation, but I used my hands a lot. That's what I noticed, but I will fix that later on.
And one thing I really noticed was I said like a lot, and I think it's just how our language is nowadays, and
Yeah.
I'm always told though not to do that, so I've been trying to work on it. I think it has gotten a lot better. And I kind of looked at the board a lot too, which, you know, they always say when you present, don't look at your presentation and read off because people know how to read. I feel like it wasn't as bad, but I feel like I could have done a lot better at it, and we'll continue to improve on it.
I agree. So thank you for watching our presentation.
And have a great day.